Welcome to the trading analysis. Today we are going to analyze about the today's market move, and we'll try to see what happened, why the move, why the market behaved today like that. Every details we are going to discuss for the first 2 hours. So the first thing is we are going to talk about the micro Dow Jones Industrial Average. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, where we clearly see the market open over here, and you see over here the rejections. First candle was the big candle, as we see that always the first candle could be the big candle, and after that we see that the market, the biggest took the control and started pressing market down, and it came down all the way here. And during this we can see these things, the volume was more than average. It was it was like first candle and second candle was bit low, but it started going up. Once it come over here, you can see, once it come over here, the bearish was started going up. The volume started going up. That means that this trend is getting support by the new sellers. And once the market reach over here, this area, it was one of the important. Here we can see this, and here the candle and the volume, the relationship between them, we see this volume started disappearing because this was kind of a market drive move. Market open and it started coming down, and after that the volume started fading. And we see that when the market comes at this level, we see this candle, the big one, and after that the volume is small. We think, because our major trend is a bearish, so we take this as a not a trend reversal. So 1-2 candle is a kind of as the market nature. While market moving, it just give this, like some of them they are just booking their profit. So there are many reasons about that. And when we just club these things and see this, read this together, like the market started doing these things, it make the low over here, but the low was equal. Okay, it's a bit like just bit difference, otherwise it's equal, and it's just shifted up. And once it shifted up, because this area is a liquidity itself, so the one thing that was in my mind, the market will come to grab the liquidity, because it should be so that things. And because major area was as a down, so here we can see that. Let me check this. Here you go, market has gone to the 50 level, it was just nearly touch over there, and after that it came down. It gave to the another another move. Here we can see exactly. So this area, once it started coming down, so we have to analyze this area, what actually happened. Here we can see that the volume is above, above the average. And here we can see that average of the 4-5 candles, and we can see that the candle was not that big. So it means that the market is looking to return. It's kind of inflection point. Market might inflect over here, so that we can read inflection point. So market might inflect from here, and we see the remaining candles, what happened over here. This candle is a bullish, and after that this candle, here we see this. Okay, now let's analyze the volume. The volume started coming down, so there was no more interest by the buyers, like how buyers was like this. The candle forms with a high volume, the big spread, we can see the spread in that candle is very big. It seems that the market is getting controlled by the bullies, but they disappear in the next candle. So here with a small volume, another participant, sellers, control the market and started pushing it down with a less volume, and thus we can see over here the market come over here and it break this level. Once it break this, so now it confirmed that the today's market trend is going to be bearish, and it break over here, it went down and it sustained these things. And as I explained earlier, that's the market nature. And while going in any direction, the market is not going to go straight, not going to give like green candle, not going to give only red candle. In middle you'll find and all those candles, but we need to stay with the context and the direction of the market, because now market shows the directions that is going to be bearish until and unless it's give us the conclude like is concluder is like give us clue that it is turning its directions. So we are bearish now. We are bearish because the things was very clear early in the morning because of this volume, and this session the quick fall down, and after that it went up. It was just for the profit booking. After that, from this point here, the market make another wave. When it came down, we see over here the market has gone up for what, for one more pullback. Those who miss this because of the low volume, they can take trade over here, and once the market has gone up, we see that a little bit left, and it was otherwise it was what is that, it was just Marubozu candle, where the candle we can see this the balance by the sellers. We see the buyer are enough, the big candle with the big volume, and we see the small. So we thought that market is going to inflect from over here, but it didn't. The buyers, those who appear over here, they disappeared, and with a less volume big candle formed, and another with a less volume. Like this bear won the battles with the small, like a seller was not that like buyer was trying to push it up, but unfortunately with the less volume the seller press it and take it down, and here we see that big volumes came, and so the new trades and the new positions enter in the market, and it came up to here, where we can see that volume was the normal, and slowly here it was trying to break it down. However, the another positions came over here, where's the market take it, where's the big green candle form, and it get rejected from here. It started going up, and once it go up, so this was our, so if we make these things, because we are just properly traded for, we are properly trading the market structure. So this is our, and this one is our new high and low, and this one is our new high. So this one is our new low over here, our new high over here, our new low. The market get traded over here, and once the market has gone over here and it didn't, it came down, okay, and after that it went up. Once it go over there, we try to see what is going to happen over there, because this area we need to look what is happening, what the volume is saying, was it forming. Sometime it's hard to understand. At that time we are going to leave it. Here we can easily say that the market is going up, but the volume is not that interested. The candle we see over here is not the good candle, is showing that momentum is not that well, but the end of the candle we see that bullies were trying. Those who missed the trade, they thought that market will go up now, and that's why they just try to take part in that trade. And actually what happened after that, the big participant, those who were enter over there, they just they just stop their positions. And what happened, so we can see over there the market started rolling over there, and slowly it shows that it started coming down with a small candles, okay, and then it come up to here, okay, it respect this area, So what does it mean? It means showing that the market is going up, but the market is going up. Here we can see this, the volume, where we can see the volume, okay. When the market is going up, we see that the volume is constant, there is no change, and there is no momentum. What does it mean? That means this market is is driven by the less volume, where we see that the fight is happening between them, where the direction was not clear, but the market is just shifting up, okay, slowly. And while in the shift, it just came for the small correction, and again it went up. We see that the volume is very less, and and again the market touches it high, but it just went up. It just nearly touch it high. If I just put it over here, it touch it high, okay. And what happened, it just came for the small corrections, and again went up. While coming for the corrections, 3 candle it formed, and the market went up and again make a double head. like it touched it twice, and after that it started falling down. We see that our major trend is bullish, but the market is not going to major trend is bearish, and we see that market is going for the retracement, and the retracement is not that simple. Sometime it might we see over here went up this like this, and here you go, it break, and here it give the structure to enter over there, those who enter in the trade. So what, this is the nice entry. So that's how this is the complex structure. So those whose eyes are trained with all of this, they will actually figure it out. They will figure it out at this as opportunity. Otherwise many people will find it as a noise, and they just try to keep themselves away from the market. That's the today's analysis, and that's how finally the market started rolling down. But when I see you, when I saw this thing in a 5 minute, let's go over here, and in 5 minutes what actually happened. Okay, so this is the thing now in 5 minutes. So here you go, in 5 minutes we see that the direction was not that clear. It was like a slope. It was just like it wasn't like a slope, it was just straight. So when the moving average and all that things are like not that clear, so I was expecting market to be in the sideways, but hopefully it gave us the good structure today to trade. However, today's day was full of learning. Thank you. This is for the E-mini Dow Jones. Now we are going to analyze the micro E-mini futures, what happened over there. So now when the market has started over here, the same thing happened with the volumes. This this first wave, sell side wave, came down, and it came all the way to this important support level, whereas the market stayed over here. Market touches this 1 and 2 3 4 5, it touched 4 times and attempted to touch 6 times, 2 more times, but it didn't able to come this way. And while making these things, we can analyze the volume, what actually happened to the volume. And we see over here the volume, this was the low made in the night session, that the London low, and the market was respecting this low and trying to go up. And here we can clearly see these things. Market attempted to touch here 6 times, 2 4 6 times, where it touched already 4 times, and the 2 times attempted to touch but didn't touch. And here what I want to cover is, let me clear this first, and here you go, this one clear, this one clear. Okay, let me put it back, that one was important. I mean to delete this one and this one. So what exactly happened, we are going to analyze with the volumes. So here when the market is coming down, volume is going up, so this means this is showing that it is a strong move. Let me let me clear this first. So the market attempted to touch over here. We see that when the market came down, and we see the volume, so it was clear that the market trend is bearish today. Market trend is bearish and supported like a strong bearish. So if the big move came, we are expected that the market is going to go for the corrections. And we see over here what happened exactly. This volume, the volume started dried up, and it started here, it started cooling down. Volume started cooling down, market find it as important support, and there is no enough seller pressures, those who are trying to take the market at lower than this. And even they attempted here, but the bullish buyers turned in and took the price up. So even here we can see these things, even here. Okay, we see over here, even here the buyers the sellers try to take the position, but buyer step in and take the position up. And we see these things here with a small volume the price go that much. It shows that the sellers disappear, because this zone, I think maybe they aren't actually interested at this zone. It might be the oversold area, so that's why with a small volume the prices started going up. But once it reach up to this level with a strong volume, the candle, but once it reached the same level, the same thing we can see, the same thing, there is the market started coming down. Over here we see that the candle size forming less with the equal volume. What does it mean? It means that there is a nice fight between buyer and seller, but this low, we see this low, okay, and then bullish enter over here with a nice candle. It just formed the nice candle. It again give the signal. So this is a signal in itself. So this is the signal in itself as the market is going. That's the bullish is taking the control. That's the bullish is taking the control, and we see these things. Okay, and the volume is less. The volume is low. So this candle volume low. That means actually this is like a micro. This is micro value area where the market find it fair price to stay for a while, and after that it break here, the buyers break it and go and take it up. Once it go up over here, we can easily see this area, like the high. Once it make the high, you see over here, so the buyers disappear and the sellers start taking the control with the less volume. Sellers start taking the control. There was no enough fight between them, but the volume was no the big participant are not agreeing at this level, okay, because we see the volume is very less. And from here the buyer step out, and with the sellers took the control and he started taking it down. Once it reach over here, we see that while coming down, the volume was actually above the average. But here once the volume is above the average, but the candle was not that good. What it mean? It means that the market is actually getting actually facing the strong buyers, and as a result here we see that with a big candle the market break all these like 3-4 candles up. That so that again, and the buyers are strong over here. So we are reading candle by candle, and buyers is strong over here and take the price up, and it break this area. What does it mean? It shows that market has changed its character already. This is the high and low. Market has break this one, and up again this one break of structure happen here, and another break of structure was happened over here. So these things, once it break this one, so we are just waiting for the price to come over some like to price to come over some areas for the pullback. Once we see that price is reaching over here, because this area where the market spent some time and it went up, this break this one. But we see over here what is happening right now. Market has gone up this much, but again what happened? So we think that might the retracement, but once the market started falling down and the volume started going up, it shows that the market is going to turn, because the major trend is bearish. So is some kind of like we just read it, but where we are inside we can see this clearly in the 5 minute trend. We see this, the clear move, but we see the candle like too like messy, a small volume. It is going up, this one is going down. What does it mean? It means that it's not going to sustain. It is coming down, this is going up or stable. This is a kind of like a trading part, and this one is going up, this one is coming down. What does it mean? It means that this move is not going to sustain. But let's see, because the volume is going to drying up. Maybe interested if like this will only break when the sellers come with the aggression. So in the 5 minute the game, like the directions, context, everything is totally different. But in 1 minute, like there are multiples of swings. So we need to analyze and observe all the swings and make a decision according to that. We see over here, what is this? This is the another high. Once the market break this one, what happened exactly at this high? When the market coming down, it just shift the view. shift the view, shift the view um, from bullish to bearish, from bullish to bearish. The market came over here. Once we see these things, and let me explain these things. Once we see these things, okay, the second candle start forming like this, and the third candle we see that again volume, like it was going up, but now it went, it was like just high, but this big green candle came. So the seller, those who are like pushing the price down, they actually losing their position, losing their strength, and the buyer won them, and then they started taking the price up. But we see that the volume was not increasing, but yeah, is somewhere around the average, and as a result the price was going up. But once like we see that here the volume was less, price was going up with the less volume, it shows that the momentum is broken, and no new buyers are adding. As a result, sellers started. As a result, if the position booking come, like the positions booking come over here, the three candle, it started booking their positions, and again the market started up. When the market started going up, we see over here the candle, we see over here the volume, the U-turn in the volume, and because of that the big candle over here. And once it went that up, again the another booking came, we see over here, and we took a trade over here. We think that the market is going up because it just give us this candle. Okay, I'll just explain this. It just give us this spike candle, candle, the like lower wicks. I think that the market will go up. After that, I took entry over here, somewhere, and what happened exactly? The market came down and again hit the SL. Market came down and hit the SL, and let me explain more. And after that, let me explain more. That's it. By 11:30 we can see these things, see these things now. So all these things over here, the market started going up like this, making higher high, higher low. Once the market reach over here, it make a double high, like a double top, 1 and 2 double top. What does it mean? The market didn't sustain over here, it just break this. This is a change of character. Market went up, touched this area again, and this big candle form, and as a result the market go down. So somewhere MES and MYM follow the same thing at the end, but during this move over here, S&P was fully different than MYM, because it was just it was just touching over here the resistance, but in MYM the case was totally different. If let's see how the case was different. Let's go over here, let's see how the case is totally different. Yes, we see over here it never spend any time on this area, this important area, just one time touch over here, but there multiple time touches. When the market go up, it was impacting over here in the middle. So this was kind of a giving the scary feelings once someone enter and stay over there, because both of this market was like a opposite of each other once. So that's the thing, that's the analysis for today, and hopefully see you in next trading session. Thank you.